If I could invite Mr. Fahd Kamal Chinoy to present a case study in change management. Mr. Chinoy holds an MBA from INSEAD, France, and a Bachelor's of Arts in Economics and Political Science from the University of Pennsylvania. He is currently CEO of Pakistan Cables Limited. Fahd.
Honorable Chief Minister of Sindh, Syed Murad Ali Shah, Honorable Governor KPK, Faisal Kundi, Senator Sarmad Ali, President MAP, previous presidents of MAP, the MAP Executive Committee, and distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum. The world is undergoing rapid change, and one has two choices, either to embrace it or to be left behind. I would like to share the experience of my organization, Pakistan Cables, in context of that change. Essentially what I will do is I will start with a bit of a background of why the company needed to embrace the change, and then share certain steps that we've taken over the course of the last few years, which we believe have future-proofed the company towards success. Pakistan Cables is a 71-year-old company. It was founded in 1953 in a joint venture with a British company. So it has a 71-year-old legacy, a legacy in relation to a multinational company. It then evolved over the years to be the leading manufacturer for electrical cables in Pakistan, with a strong reputation for quality, integrity, and ethics. But as things evolved, and particularly in the last 15 or 20 years, market dynamics resulted in rapid change. And the company was forced to grow. It was forced to expand. And we decided to shift our premises, which was, or which currently is, on an 11-acre site in Karachi, to a brand new premises in Nooriabad by investing in technology, backward integration, new product lines, but also by shifting a lot of the existing equipment that we have today in Karachi to Nooriabad. Now, the physical change, of course, required, more importantly, a cultural change. As we all know, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And in order for us to sort of inculcate that cultural change to support the physical infrastructure change or the financial investment that was going into the organization, there were certain steps that we took. The first thing we did was to redefine the vision and the values of the organization. It's absolutely imperative that everyone within the organization understands the direction, the dream, the vision in which the organization wants to go. Typically, vision statements are written on walls, and if you ask employees what the vision statement is, they probably won't be able to even respond to that question. So the first question was, that we asked ourselves was, how can we build a process whereby everyone owns the vision? And so we started a grassroots process whereby we did a sensing and diagnostic exercise to understand what the pulse of the organization was. We allowed everyone to contribute into the vision and value setting process. And ultimately, we landed up with a vision that reads, ignite possibilities, transform lives, and instill pride. So this is a very broad vision. It's an ambitious vision, and it allows us room to play. In addition to that, we redefined our values. Some of the values were aspirational, and some of the values reflected the ethos of the organization the way it was at that point in time. The values read teamwork, agility, passion, innovation, and transparency, which we've neatly condensed into an acronym called TAPIT. Now, in order for the values to actually translate into behaviors, and for behaviors to ultimately then combine into culture, which is the ultimate goal, we set into to process a few different methodologies. For example, our performance appraisal cycle now includes a competency framework driven through the values, which encourage value-driven behaviors, and people are then, of course, marked on those specific values. In addition to that, we also have various awards, etc., to recognize people who are demonstrating values on a daily basis. So all of this is combined to help change the culture of the organization. The other thing that we did was we became very clear about our purpose. In today's world, emerging talent is looking towards organizations that are purpose-driven. Simply earning a profit or financial performance is not enough. If you have a privileged position as an organization that has reach, that has a network, that has world-class talent, then I think it becomes everyone's prerogative within that organization to contribute towards society at large. And as such, we signed up as amongst the first companies in Pakistan towards a net zero commitment. I think we were amongst the first 20 companies in Pakistan. And we demonstrated this commitment to sustainability by the first thing that we did in our Nooriabad project was to plant the largest urban forest in an industrial estate in Pakistan. We planted 50,000 trees in an arid desert-like environment, which today is thriving and has created an ecosystem around it, which again is a demonstration of our commitment to sustainability. Simply, in addition to that, we added an employee volunteer program in which not only are we donating money towards CSR causes, but our people are extending their expertise, and we are going out to government schools in Karachi. And last year was our 70th year anniversary. I'm pleased to say that we carried out 70 such sessions last year. And this is a sort of reflection of the fact that the commitment towards purpose within the organization is now permeating at multiple levels. Beyond that, the most important thing, I think, is to assemble the right team. Organizations that are committed to exponential change and not incremental change need change agents, but they also need diverse thoughts, diverse viewpoints, and they need an environment where leadership can share their views openly and challenge one another. There's a lot of discourse in the, in the conference room when we sit together, but ultimately, once we arrive at a decision, we back it fully, and then we back each other. So having the right team is obviously absolutely critical. In addition to that, and often what is forgotten is the alignment of goals. Organizations that are going through exponential change, if you don't have clarity on what the goals are, it can result in complete chaos. So I can give you an example that we are a 70-year-old company founded in collaboration with a British company. We have an extremely strong labor union. And that labor union has grown in strength to strength over the years. And there was a period whereby the labor and the management were pulling in different directions. And labor was interested in creating overtime, so they were unproductive, so that overtime would be created so that that money could go into their pocket. And we realized that there was a gap because we wanted output, labor wanted overtime. So how could we merge it into a win-win situation? And what we were able to do was create a production incentive whereby the workers actually worked fewer hours, produced more, and ultimately were better off in terms of their lifestyle and in terms of their financial, what went into their pocket. And similarly, we are doing such exercises in terms of developing common goals at the management level as well. And then lastly, communicate, communicate, communicate. It's very critical that people understand the cultural change you're trying to bring about, and it's very critical that you understand what the people within the organization are thinking. And the only way for that to happen is a two-way communication process. So we began town halls, employee engagement surveys, and various employee engagement initiatives that allowed various different touch points by which we were able to learn from the people within the organization, and they were able to understand our desire, our culture, our vision, and the direction that the company is going in. So our change management process is very much still underway. I think we're at the end of it. We are about to completely consolidate in Nooriabad. In about 6 months, we're going to shut down our Karachi plant. And I am pleased to say that I think that bigger than the physical change has been the cultural change within the organization, whereby we've been able to take what is great legacy, great history, and add a level of dynamism to that organization so that we can future-proof it for the years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fahad.